Shalawam, Akim. Welcome to GMS Guys on the Streets. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakodash, whom I worship. Double honors to my elder apostles of Great Millstone, who taught me this word in sincerity and the truth, and who rule well and are still on the highways and byways, pushing this word all the way to the end. Salutations to all the Akim affiliated with GMS, and also salutations to all the Akim who are not necessarily affiliated with GMS, but who follow the doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai like GMS and are out there on the highways and byways pushing this word. Salutation to you kings, man. Keep pushing forward. I'm out to run from the GMS New York camp, and ran into an article. This time it's not RT. I know you brothers are used to me going to RT a lot. But I believe I got this info from RT. And this is 247wallstreet.com. Y'all can check it out for yourselves, and I'll even put a link in the description box so that you can read this article for yourself. And the title of this article here is Countries with the Largest Nuclear Stockpiles. And it reads, of all the collective problems facing the world today, nuclear proliferation ranks among the most dire and unpredictable. Currently, 9 countries are known to be in possession of a total of 13,865 nuclear warheads, and maintaining control over those weapons and those are just the warheads that they have reported. There's many more. According to the scriptures, there's going to be 200,000 warheads being shot at America alone when this thing goes down. Okay? And it reads, and maintaining control over those weapons and keeping other countries from developing them is a priority for the United States and its allies. A nuclear weapon falling into the wrong hands, which is called a broken arrow, or a miscommunication and an inadvertent escalation between nuclear adversaries could be catastrophic. Of the 19 disasters that could end the world, less than half, which the world can't end, so to speak, unless the Heavenly Father sanctions it. That's why there are angels at the 4 corners, according to Revelation, the 7th chapter. There are angels holding back the destructive winds so that this don't happen, so that these forces don't go into some other hands or the wrong hands, so to speak. First of all, whatever hands they fall into, it was the will of the Heavenly Father. Okay, it says less than half are man-made, and nuclear war is one of them. The number of nuclear weapons on the planet fell slightly last year, due largely to the continued dismantling of stockpiles in the United States and Russia. Bullshit. Those are still live warheads. Okay, if they're not live, you better be assured that they are leaking radiation wherever they may be buried at. Okay, 2 powers that together possess over 90% of the world's nuclear weapons, and that's since the 1950s till now. Still, every nuclear armed country is modernizing its nuclear arsenals. Yeah, because we're living in a time of war, pursuant to Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. And some countries are even expanding theirs. Yeah, the smaller countries. That goes into Isaiah, the 14th chapter, where it says let me get it. starting at the ninth verse, Isaiah 14:9, that says, "Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations." That's dealing with, Armageddon, the last days, the valley of decision, right? The last war, the third woe. Verse 10, "All they shall speak and say unto thee, Art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us?" That's what the nations are saying, because that's what's happening. America was a great superpower at one time. Now all the nations are becoming like unto America, because they have developed and created, by way of their smiths, the thermonuclear weapon capability. Okay, the smith that bloweth the coal into the fire. Right now, it says, the number of nuclear weapons on the planet fell slightly last year, due largely, and that's a lie, like I said, due largely to the continued dismantling of stockpiles in the United States and Russia, two powers that together possess over 90% of the world's nuclear weapons. Still, every nuclear-armed country is modernizing its nuclear arsenals, and some countries are even expanding theirs. 24/7 Wall Street reviewed nuclear weapon stockpile estimates released by the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute. I guess the acronym for that would be SIPRI. To identify the countries with the largest nuclear stockpiles. The countries on this list have developed and maintained a nuclear arsenal in the interests of national security, and not surprisingly, military might is often a priority for them. In fact, several countries with the largest nuclear arsenals are also the countries spending the most on war. I suggest you brothers go see that movie, Lord of War, with Nicolas Cage. You like that movie? It'll shed light into arms dealing in that side of the world, so to speak. Okay. It says, throughout history, the United States has been the only country to have used a nuclear weapon in combat, showing you that this is Babylon the Great, the virgin daughter of Babylon, right? Bombing Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan in 1945, at the end, which they have not forgotten. Okay, they always have memorials about this and everything. People living today with cancer because over there in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan, because of this situation, dying, and all that. It says, at the end of World War II, which is the second woe spoken of in the book of Revelation, right? It says, South Africa is the only non-nuclear power to have once had a nuclear arsenal, building 6 warheads in the 1980s and dismantling them the following decade. Just because they dismantled them, it doesn't mean that they cannot remantle them, right? Or reassemble them. Understand? Keep that in mind. It's just a matter of a trigger, pretty much. There's guns out there that you could just dismantle and then put them right back together again, and right, you could watch YouTube videos on that. It says, to identify the countries with the largest nuclear stockpiles. 24/7 Wall Street reviewed 2019 weapons inventory data provided by the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, or SIPRI. For many nuclear powers, official inventory figures are state secrets. Yeah, showing you that whatever they revealed is only a matter of just a couple of what they got. They hide the rest, so you can't go by that. By face, you can't trust on this by face value, right? It says for many nuclear powers, official inventory figures are state secrets, and some SIPRI figures are estimated based on expert analysis. Yeah, paid experts. Data on annual military expenditure, which also came from SIPRI, are for 2018 and are in current US dollars, the GDP, and the gross domestic product, which is the fiat money system that we have. In 2018 are also listed in current US dollars and came from the World Bank. And with that, man, maybe I'll do a part 2 to this, Lord willing. But for as of now, I want to say, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you be alerted of all the shows that I put up recently. And much love, all right, to all the Akim out there, and sincerity and truth who are pushing this word, and much love to the my elder apostles of Great Millstone. This is Elder Sakaran, GMS New York Camp, signing off. Shalawam.